Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. So I realized what I really need to do is really give you an idea of what I'm about, what these teachings are really about. Because I can tell by some of the comments over the past that you guys are looking at this as a pickup artist course, a dating and relationship course, how to get the girl. Yeah, it is 10 times more powerful than any course in that area, but it doesn't come from that place or from that space. Like right now, I'm realizing I probably shouldn't even have this video of my kickboxing, but I can use this as an example. So you might be like, oh yeah, like here's a question. Why do you think I learned how to box? I was a state champion of boxing, national champion of kickboxing, wrestling, etc. Why do you think I studied martial arts and fighting since I was 4 years old? Because I wanted to be cool? Because I wanted to be macho? No, because I wanted to be able to protect my family. I did it because of love. It was from the heart. By the way, that guy across from me, Randy Boussart, same thing. He had a wife, he had kids. He wanted to be able to protect his family. We started at a very young age. It was all about love. Sure, there's some egotistical bastards out there who, I want, look at me, I'm cool, I'm a badass. It's not about that. Okay, you know what? Most people that meet me, they'll never ever even hear about my kickboxing. I've dated a girl for 6 months. Somebody came up to me and asked me for my autograph, and he was a father with his son, and I signed a piece of paper they brought up. It was in a grocery store, and they walked away. My girlfriend looked at me and goes, "What was that?" I go, "What was what?" And she goes, "Why did that guy ask you for your autograph?" I'm like, "Well, right now I'm ranked #1 in the nation in kickboxing." Not right now. This was about 20 plus years ago. Okay, there's a girl that I'm recently dating right now. I've never mentioned anything about my kickboxing career. In fact, most people that know me right now, I don't think in fact, okay, there's a group of people that I've known for years that I go and see them once, generally on the way home from work, wherever I'm at. And I just realized I've never told any of them. And it's not that I'm hiding it, it's that it's not, because it's not about being macho, it's not about being cool. And okay, so here's, okay. Oh, by the way, these two girls I'm still very much in touch with. Tanya on the right's married. Paul on the left, she's also married. They have kids. Okay, I'm gonna point something out that I never pointed about that image. Those are two girls from Thailand that came here to learn English better, etc., etc. I forget how we met. For the life of me, I couldn't remember. I might ask Tanya. So what happened, I kind of became their, I don't know what the right word, this is probably the wrong word, but like their surrogate father. I became the guy that protected them, okay? They were probably 24, 23. I was probably about 31, 32 at the time. And I never kissed any of them. I didn't hug those, we hugged, obviously, sorry, the wrong word. I didn't have sex with them is what I'm trying to say. The perspective that I'm trying to get you to understand will open the door to all the lovemaking, sensuality, and sex that you'll ever want with a woman, or even I could say women, okay? But it doesn't come from the egotistical, pinpoint, nitwit thinking, oh, I got laid, I'm a pickup artist, oh, look at me, I'm so cool. See, this course is #1 the complete opposite of any course you've ever taken. And I mean anyone. I don't care if it's a pickup artist course, a Tony Robbins relationship course. This course comes from the heart. See, when you truly come from your heart, you're coming from yourself, okay? So let's talk about what is yourself. Because we all say, oh, you got to love yourself, or you got to respect yourself, or you got to have boundaries, to self-respect, right? What is the self? The self is your right brain. The self is the emotions and feelings inside your body. See, a lot of you guys will come to me and like, well, I don't believe in that intuition shit. And we'll go out and I'll teach you some stuff, and I'll teach you, like, well, just walk up to that girl and just ask her where the men's jeans are, or where's such and such store, or where's the ketchup. So we'll go to the grocery store or something. And I teach you how to do internal awareness, which, by the way, connects you with yourself. And a lot of times you guys will get scared or nervous, and I'm like, well, what's going on? And you're like, well, I'm afraid to approach that girl. I'm afraid to do this. I'm like, well, why? See, that's your intuition telling you something. A lot of times you'll say, man, that girl's so hot, I really want to approach her. I'm like, so what's the problem? Like, I'm terrified. I'm like, now listen to that feeling inside. See, what I'm going to get you to do is connect to your power. Because that feeling, those emotions, that thing, it's telling you, hell no, don't do it. This girl's a B word. This girl's going to hurt you. This girl is not a nice person. And a lot of you guys are like, man, I don't have any intuition. No, you're not listening to your intuition because you never learned to connect to yourself. So the left brain is the machine brain. It's the mechanical brain. It is not the human brain. The right brain has nerves that go down inside your body. It's a parasympathetic system. There's a couple words, the peripheral nervous system, however you want to use it, depending on what doctor you're talking to, okay? Whether it's an eye doctor, a brain doctor, or whatever. There's like 3 different phrases we use in the medical community or the psychology community. So, what is my point? The point is you have to learn how to let go of the ego. This course is an anti-ego-based course. It is teaching you how to completely open up and let go of your intellect, of your logic, of your thinking. Your thinking and your ego is what's getting in your way. And yet, as a male, that's what you rely on the most. That's why this course is really challenging for the male brain. Because I'm saying, hey, all that thinking, that's what's getting in your way of your success. It's getting in the way of your happiness. And it's definitely 100% getting in the way of meeting women, seducing women, romancing women, and especially understanding women. You know, another thing I realize I should probably do is probably get rid of the, and you know, actually they're pretty respectful. Here's one coming up right now. Now, this is not a girl I've ever met. This is an Olympic diver. She is a Brazilian Olympic diver. And I just think she's a beautiful young lady. She's successful. She is a very beautiful, sexy young lady. And I mean that in a classy, respectful way, okay? So, what I was going to say is, but I realized as I'm looking at her picture and then Tanya and her friend's picture, etc., like, oh, these are very classy, respectful pictures, so this is fine. Because what I was going to say is I realized I should probably get rid of these pictures of these sexy-looking women, but they're not. They're very classy women, okay? And they're dressed appropriate. Because I don't want you guys to go, yeah, man, it's all about sex. It's all about sex. You will get more sex than you will ever imagine in a million years. But if you come from the place of ego, telling your bros, hey bro, I got laid last night, hey bro, that stuff is going to make you look like a creep. This is the anti-creep course. When you're in your thinking brain, your pupils get narrow. They come together slightly, like their laser beams come out and they connect like a triangle at the tip on the outside. When a woman say, oh my god, men are so creepy, most guys do this, and I'm talking like 80+% of guys do the creepy thing, and they're like, why do women say we're creeps? When I open you up to the right brain, I will take you out in public and you're like, dude, what the fuck, like, this place is weird. I'm like, no, it was the same way yesterday and the day before. You just didn't notice it because you're in that zone that they're in. That's very creepy, huh? And you will. Every client that I do this to says, holy shit, I didn't know that men looked like that. I go, yeah, you never noticed your entire life, yet you've had conversations with men standing right in front of you, and you completely missed the creep factor because you were in the same creepy place. No, not me, Mike, not me. You're so in denial. You're so... it is denial, but it's lack of self-awareness. Wait, what did I say? Self? There's that word again, self. When you learn how to connect with yourself, which is a third core piece, it's 1/3, there's 3 core pieces. This is a third piece that we will go over, and we will go over. I will teach you step-by-step techniques to bring your awareness back inside so you can connect with your self. When you do that, there's something that women, I can go on a dating site right now and I'll find a dozen women saying this. I'm looking for a man with self-awareness. Because men are disconnected. The left brain, the logical brain, is the dissociated brain. It's the disconnected brain. It's the outside brain going outside of your brain, outside of your head, outside of your body. You're looking at things outside, which means you're not connected to yourself, which means you're disconnected, which means you have zero self-awareness. The right brain is the internal brain. It is the self-awareness brain. That's why a third of the course is all about that. Well, why is that, Mike? Because this will attract women to you in a comfortable way. If you're locking on laser beam style pyramid, laser beams coming out of your eye, or triangle thing, and you're pushing with your laser beam eyeball, you're gonna push them away. You're like, what do you mean laser beam eyeballs? What are you talking about? And yet every woman talks about it. Every woman. Now here's the deal. When you are connected to yourself, animals will literally come to you to be petted. And I mean frickin' deers. Squirrels will run up to you. There's a video of Adam talking. I'm going to try to find that. Hold on. Okay, I found that. I grabbed a pretty long clip. I cut some out, but it talks about how I helped Adam shift to become more internal. This is something we work on over and over. It's a technique, or not a technique, but a series of techniques that lead you deeper and deeper and deeper. When you enter this space, honestly, it's like when Darth Vader said, Luke, use the Force. And what's the other one where it says, go to the other side? This is what they're talking about. Your energy, your awareness is inside you. When you open up to this system, think of it as a system, because it is a system. All of a sudden women go, oh, I can relate to this guy. They feel comfortable with you. They understand you, and you understand them. And I'm going to make another video about understanding, because men do not understand women for shit. And I'm going to prove it. You have to open up to your right brain. You have to learn how to be internal. Adam talks about how, because I taught Adam, oh God, this was I'd say about 15 years ago. And he came back a little bit later to retake the training because he didn't take it seriously at first. In this video, he talks about, now this is 10 years or 12 years after he took the course. And he's saying, man, now that I watch all these videos, I'm like, man, Mike taught that to me 10 years ago, 12 years ago. These other guys are teaching what I teach, but they don't even understand what they're teaching, and they don't know how to teach it to your system. I am telling you, when you are in your right brain, and I don't mean up in your skull, I actually mean down inside your body, because that's how you turn on your right brain, by bringing your awareness inside, okay? Go to my website, mikekollin.com, MikeKollin.com, and buy my book, Get the Girl, Keep the Girl. It talks about this. When you're in this space, it draws women to you. It opens their heart emotionally, and they feel like they can bond and connect with you emotionally. If they can't do that, they don't want to have sex. If they do have sex, they do it begrudgingly, and they don't like it. They have to open up emotionally first. If you're that one guy on the East Coast, the West Coast, or the Central America, or whatever, you're the one women are going to flock to. Now, when you're in this system that I keep talking about, the internal way, animals will literally walk up to you. I had a deer at 1 o'clock in the morning approximately bring her newborn baby that was probably 2 weeks old, maybe 3 weeks old, over to me. And then she ran and she shoved it down in front of me, and she's literally 6-7 feet from me, and I'm like, what are you doing? She looked across and she ran off to the other side of the park, and she chased off a coyote and ran around the other side of the block where I couldn't see her. She went on the other side of the houses in the street, and she came back about 5 minutes later to get her baby. Animals will feel very comfortable with you when you learn how to do this. And guess what? It's the same system that women are using. It's the same system that her mating system is connected to. All right, here's Adam. Go ahead and listen to Adam, and we'll take it after that. So Adam starts off talking about my energy healing work that I did with him, okay? So that's where he starts, but watch where he goes. By the way, Adam is a very, very successful entrepreneur in London. His gym is so you got London Square, like the big square in London. He is literally kitty corner from that in another square, literally just over to the side. You were comparing it to other people.
Oh yeah, which is super powerful, because like I said, I've done it before, but I got knocked the fuck out, man. I fell asleep and gone to bed, but this was just like, I called it like the Mike Tyson of energy healing because I was pow out, just yeah. But it was a good feeling though. It's just fantastic feeling. That's the real truth behind it, is the feeling.
Would you say I mean, I can hear it in your voice. I can see it in your whole, everything's changed. Like your face isn't, you used to be so tight like this all the time. Have you noticed how you've literally flipped, like not just those first 2 days, but like from that day to this day, like you're a different, I don't want to say you're a different person, but you don't argue, you don't disagree, you don't get mad. You're just, and your face is relaxed, even though you're holding your head. You're just casual,
I
comfortable.
mean,
Hey man, how's it going? Where before everything was serious and it's like, oh my god, dude, slow down.
I know I'm a different person because I mean, so I've been talking with Mike a little bit before because I reached out to him recently. The thing with me and Mike is originally I did crack the female code, and like every time I like find new stuff out, I'm like, oh my god, Mike told me that. Mike told me that. Oh my god, I get this breakthrough. It's like Mike told me that. So I was like, I reached out to Mike recently because things were. Mike claims I might have been going out with a narcissist in my last relationship, and so I reached out to Mike. I was in hell, and we started talking. And when we started talking, because I've been a client of his from Crack the Female Code, he was talking to me about relationship stuff. And
yeah, you kind of froze up.
Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes you can just talk to Mike, and your energy will calm down. And so I noticed that squirrels and dogs and babies and little girls and guys were literally looking at me. Now, you guys don't really know.
Tell them what happened. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys don't really know me. So for me, that is massive. For a kid to look me in the eyes and smile. I used to be nervous around kids. I didn't like looking at kids. I had a kid in a train. She was with her dad and her little brother. She literally sits down on the train, looks at me, I look at her, and don't forget, this is a new me, completely comfortable. She puts her head on my shoulder. She's never met me in her life, and just puts her head there and lies there. And I'm like, okay. And I just let her. Yeah. And her dad looks at me, I look at her, I smile. And we're just smiling because it's just such a cute moment, you know? And so I've never had stuff like that happen to me. That's changed. I have had women like reaching out to me, you know? Women that, I'm not talking about women that don't know me. I'm talking about if I go to places and I meet people and I meet friends, like those women that have met me will literally reach out to me first. So I say that if that's normal for most people, because that wasn't normal for me.
Yeah, they're feeling, okay, so your energy is a lot more calmer now. It's much more grounded, okay? Mm-hmm. And so animals, children, women, they're going to want to come up to you, and it's like they want to touch you because they want to feel that comfort.
Okay, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. When you learn how to feel comfortable yourself, when you learn how to ground yourself energetically and emotionally, all of a sudden women will reach out to you. I was in San Francisco at Chestnut in the Marina, which is one of the richest areas of San Francisco. Beautiful young lady, 21 years old, just got her degree. She literally started, as I was walking by, she said something, I kind of smiled, and she said something, she reached out and touched my arm. She reached out to get my attention. Now, I want you to listen to this very closely. I said absolutely nothing. I didn't do a pickup line. I didn't do an opener. I didn't do a gambit. I did absolutely nothing. I'm telling you right now, if you have to talk to open a conversation with a woman, if you have to talk to get women to talk to you, if you have to talk to get women to come to you, to touch you, you don't have a clue what you're doing. It's literally a coded language. It's through the emotions. It's through energy. Now I want you to listen to this really closely because this is going to blow your mind. So number one, women are born using the right brain. parasympathetic system. It's home to them. It feels comfortable to them. It's normal. It's natural. When you come into her world of Mr. Logical, scientific, look how much I bench pressed, look at my bank account, trying to impress her. It is a foreign, weird, creepy energy. The tone creeps her out. Your body tightens up, your face tightens up like Adam's used to, and it scares her. It creeps her out. It makes her feel very, very uncomfortable. And then the harder you try to bring her back, the more it feels like you're trying to capture her and kill her like you went out for a hunt. Now, women have said this to me for over 25 years. It is your natural state because you were born using your left brain. It is a very foreign thing to her. Women have to learn how to use their left brain in school, learning math, science. These are all left brain things. And the problem is that's all you learn in school. Very rarely do most men spend any amount of time learning art, music, playing an instrument, and all that stuff. The reason why that's important is because it develops your right brain so you can begin to use it unconsciously in a natural manner. And that's the thing a lot of pickup artist courses don't understand. See, when you take my course, I'm not going to teach you any openers. I'm not going to teach you any lines. I'm going to teach you how to communicate in the right brain language. I'm going to teach you how to be internal. And then what we're going to do, we're going to condition this into you to where it becomes a natural state of mind to where you just do it kind of unconsciously. You're just expressing your emotions and feelings in the way that she can understand, relate to, and receive. That's what women have been talking about for thousands and thousands of years. So remember, number one, she's a right brain creature by birth. Number two, her mating system connects to a nerve. So, okay, both of our mating systems are in the lower reptilian brain. We have a left brain, a right brain, and a lower reptilian brain, which is on the brainstem. That is your survival brain, your fight or flight brain, your mating system brain, okay? It's your survival brain. Its job is to keep you alive. It is the instinctual brain. So that's why your mating system is in that that brain or that part of the brain, okay? It has a nerve for her that curves off to her right brain. So she's born using her right brain. Her mating instincts are right brain. Do you really think logic is going to help? No. The reason why animals and women use the right brain is because it's better for survival. The caveman used to use this brain all the time to hunt and to survive. When you meet men that come out of prison, women are very attracted to them because you have to learn to tune into your five senses or you won't survive. So you become very aware. Your awareness heightens when you go into your right brain. It's good for hunting because the littlest noise, the littlest crack in the forest, the littlest movement out of your peripheral vision, boom, there's a deer, you can get it. It's also really good for fighting wars. So the point being is these things develop men to use their right brain. The modern male, well, we don't have to do it because all we have to do is use computers, which are very logical. Money, tax, very logical. Rules of the road, very logical. Everything we do, math, business, science, I can go on and on. It's very logical. It's very left brain. You do not need to use your right brain to survive or to hunt anymore. You just go to the grocery store and buy food. You go to 7-Eleven. Hell, we have corner stores now. We have stores everywhere. You don't need to hunt. In fact, most of you probably have never even picked up a freaking gun in your life. Haven't you ever noticed how men, when they hunt, they're very, very, very quiet? There's a tip right there. The other thing is the left brain is from point A to point B as fast as possible, okay? We don't want to go around the curve. We don't want to go around the circle. We want to go straight to it, straight to the point. Nothing could turn a woman off faster. Good job. Most men, when they go to clubs or go to parties, they get all fired up. They even do energy drinks and they put Red Bull. Like they have these drinks now. Even beers will they'll mix Red Bull in there or energy drinks or Monster, and they put it in their different mixed drinks and stuff. They get all fired up and they're like, hey, how come no one will talk to me? Because it scares the crap out of women. It shoves you way into your left brain, makes your pupils small, and they get small and they come together and at a very short tip like a triangle. That's called push energy, and that's what women call creepy. It tightens your muscles, it tightens your face. When you go into the left brain, it makes you mechanical, and you begin to walk like a machine, and you feel like a machine. Like, I'm tough, I play football, I'm a machine. I played football and I felt like a machine. I know what it's like. When it comes to relationships, wrong brain. The right brain is the relationship brain for both men and women. The modern male doesn't use it anymore. The older male, they know how to do that. Now, you want to know another person that's really good with women? Homeless people that have dogs. I was in San Francisco. I was watching this homeless guy. He stops on the corner. The dog just sat down with his, put his butt down. The homeless person took one step, the dog went with him. Where the homeless person looked, the dog went. And I was like, man, that dog is really well trained. It's another situation where men have to survive. They're really good with animals because they're using their right brain. It's intuitive, it's emotional. Intuitive just means you're using your 5 senses. That's all it means. If you're not using your see, hear, feel, smell, and taste, you're kind of a dumbass. And guess what? That's the way you look to women when you're stuck in your logical brain. Okay, so do you guys remember that movie with Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman called Rain Man? Rain Man was autistic or something like that. He had a real severe mental disturbance or whatever psychological issue, okay? He would say, and he would just freak out. If you haven't seen the movie, go rent it and go watch it, because now what I'm going to say is going to shock you. This is what men look like to women. Not at that extreme, but it's kind of like, okay, please forgive me, I'm not trying to be rude, but you know how you got people that are very retarded, but then you got some people that are, well, they're retarded but not totally retarded. They're like 25% retarded. That's what men look like to women. Now you think I'm joking. I am not joking. So retardation is an extreme left brain way of being. Autism is going all the way to the left and you're stuck. You have no motion, you have no movement over to the right brain. Most men, and I'm talking more than 93% on the planet, are stuck in their left brain. They don't access the right brain almost to any degree, especially not consciously. Women say this in movies, TV shows, they see it in interviews, they see it on dating podcast. It's like, like men are like little children. It's like we have to take care of them, and they may not use this word, but you guys have temper tantrums all the time. That comes from being stuck over in the left brain because you're trying to express an emotion, but emotions are expressed in the right brain, and this causes massive frustration. What did I say to Adam? What did Adam say? He goes, man, I used to get angry and uptight and be all on like literally like someone who's autistic. So in Rain Man, he had a perfect routine. See, the left brain is about perfection. The further you go over the left brain, the more perfection you got to be, the more precise. So Rain Man had to wake up at exactly 7 o'clock. He would be in the bathroom at 7:05 brushing his teeth. At 7:15 he would be getting in the shower. At 7:25 he'd be getting out, and he had to have his lunch or his breakfast at exactly 8:07, or he'd go and he would freak the fuck out. If you've seen the movie, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. And guess what? Men do this all the time. You guys have these freak outs, these panics, and you blow up and explode. It terrifies women. So what do you think energy drinks do to you? Open you up to your right brain or shove you deeper into your left brain? Yep, shoves you deeper into your left brain. Remember, her mating system is connected to her right brain. If you're in your left brain, that's going to turn her off. So here I am telling you to throw away your logic, especially when it comes to being with a woman, dating, relationships, love, family, being on the couch with your wife, because your right brain is the seduction brain, it's the romantic brain, and it is the relationship brain. You're supposed to be in that brain when you come home from work. My niece and I, we went to Sausalito. She was about 17 years old. Sausalito's right by the Golden Gate Bridge, right by the way, San Francisco. And we're walking down the road, and she goes, Uncle Michael? I'm like, yeah. She goes, why is it that men look like little boys? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? I go, you mean like teenagers? She goes, no, I mean like grown men that are like 40, 50 years old. This is a teenage girl who's already aware of this. Trust me, women are very aware of this. Do you want to know what attracts women? Maturity. Do you want to know what maturity is? The right brain. It's learning how to let go, because letting go opens you up to the right brain. The left brain is the control brain, and it scares the crap out of animals. See, if you go hunting and you're in your left brain, you're going to scare the animals off. That's why hunters get really quiet. They're like, hey, just calm down, just relax. Over a period of time, they may not logically know why they're doing that, but they've learned, like, man, when I'm all uptight and I'm like all jacked up and stuff and laser beaming the shit out of the forest, animals, they're like, fucking, they don't come around. If you're tense, if you're thinking fast, if you're thinking, and your body's uptight and you're uptight, and you get around a horse, the horse will freak the fuck out. Guess what? That's because it's tuned into its 5 senses, its right brain. It's connected to its entire body. Guess what? So is a woman, and so are children. And so are animals. So here I am telling you to stop thinking completely. To completely empty your mind. Now notice where Bruce Lee points to. He points to his right brain, the emotional processor. And he literally says we need emotional content, not logic. So here he is teaching this kid how to fight and be a better fighter. And I can tell you for absolute truth, once I learned how to open up and let go, I opened up to my right brain. I became very good in boxing and became a state champion. And that's when I started doing really, really well in kickboxing, is when I learned to let go of my thinking. I am telling you, your thinking is what's getting in your way of everything. Especially meeting women, attracting women, romancing women, etc., etc. Now, that's the Dustin Hoffman or the Rain Man effect, where you're autistic. And because what happens is when you're at the tip of the V, inside the tip of the V, all your energy is stuck inside and you're trying to go through the tip, when all you have to do is turn around and go to the open end. And now your energy can flow. And that's where Bruce Lee says, be like water, my friend. It can flow, it can crash, etc., etc. You need to learn how to open up to the other side, and this is what I teach you how to do. Women highly respect men that are like that, and they can take you out in public. They can show you off to their girlfriends. They can show you off to their mothers, their sisters, to their female co-workers, and they're going to be like, damn, they will get, not only will they get jealous of her, they're going to try to take you away. Meaning, make you their own. So all of a sudden now she has an invested value in you. Okay, now she's going, oh shit, I gotta work to keep this man. Now women are fighting to keep you. They're cooking, they're cleaning, they're massaging you, and you don't have to ask. She'll buy things for you. She'll bring little trinkets home because she can't stop thinking about you. Women will literally not only ask to pay, they will demand. They will not let you pay for dinners. Because this is what women want in a relationship. This is what a woman wants from a man. But nobody's teaching this. No one's even talking about this. And yet this is what... You know, I just had a conversation with an educated woman just the other day. And she goes, you can't get this across to men. Men don't hear it. It's not some kind of a trade-off. Well, I pay the bills, so I want you to do this. See, if you're looking for a financial trade-off in a relationship, you are freaking blowing it. That is not love. That is not romance. Nothing kills romance when you turn it into a financial freaking legal dispute. And that's what men do. You really think it's about money. I am telling you, it is not. It's about money to you because you think, well, I'm going to make money. I'm going to pay for this. Dude, she's not a prostitute, and that's how the modern man treats a woman. Her system is not your system. Your system is hardwired for money. Her system is hardwired for love. But the modern male has no clue how to love a woman. They think paying for things is love. That's 0, 0, 0 when it comes to love. Well, Mike, why do they go out with us? Because they have no choice. It's not like there's 100 million men walking around that know how to do this. No one knows how to do it, so they're like, well, I guess at the very least, he's going to pay the frickin' bills. And so now you become this worker. She looks at you like an employee, and I'm not kidding. If you're not at least paying the damn bills, well, then get the hell out, because she's not getting what she really wants. Women literally pray for years to either find a man who can do this, or for their husband, their boyfriend, please God, just somehow make it. They literally ask for a miracle. And you think I'm joking? I am not fucking joking. Crack the female code is the miracle. Nobody is teaching what I'm teaching at all. Not even close. Even if they fucking try to say the same name, crack the female code, they're not teaching what I'm teaching. And they don't know how to teach it in the way that I teach. If you're still online looking at dating or relationship coaching videos on YouTube, guess what? You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Do you know how I know? Because you wouldn't be online wasting your fucking time. You would be out there meeting women at the grocery store. Hell, I go to Walgreens and I just hang out there because my buddy works there. I meet women every fucking time. And the girl that works with my buddy is just like, dude, like, what is your secret? I'm like, it's not a secret. It's learning how to do this. And I've taught some things to her, and she's like, yeah, this is exactly what we want. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now. If you know what you're doing, you wouldn't be going online looking for dating tips and how to meet women, how to save money. You would already know, and you would be getting, keyword, results. Remember in the video, I think it was the one before this one or two before this one, where I was talking about Adam, the same guy in the video that was in this video? He kept telling me how he took this pickup artist course, and he took Mysteries and Vin DeCarlo's, and he took this guy and that guy, and he flew out to Vegas, and he did this guy, the guy in the UK, I can't remember his name right now, all these famous guys. I'm like, really? So why are you here? If they're so awesome, if they're so fucking great. He said this for 3 days straight, and I finally dropped the bomb. I said, you wouldn't fucking be here if those courses were so good. You'd be out there picking up on women. He got really quiet and he looked at me and he said, you know what, you're right. I said, yeah, you've been lying to yourself. And that's what you guys have been doing. You're trying to convince yourself that you know how to do it. You know what? If you knew how to do it, you wouldn't be watching my fucking video. Sorry guys, but you're going to get nothing but truth bombs here. Notice Bruce Lee says in this next clip, now try again with me. With me. That's what I teach you how to do with women. I teach you how to do the art of literally with her. Not some opponent on the other side in the logical, angry left brain, but with her. Now notice how when this young man finally opens up to his emotions and feelings, crack, he snaps that kick out there. And it's much more powerful and accurate. It's way better. And then Bruce Lee goes, how did it feel? In other words, good job. Now, here's something that men will do in my course, especially in the early days. They'll go right back to their thinking. Bruce Lee goes, how did that feel? And he's very proud of the kid, and the kid goes, let me think. And look how the kid scrunches his eyes, brings them together, scrunches his forehead, going into his logical left brain, thinking. Now, keyword is left brain thinking, not right brain. It is like a finger pointing to the moon. Crack! He goes, don't look at the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. He's talking about the bigger picture. The heavenly glory. What did he do instinctually? Once again, he went back into his thinking, logical left brain, and he narrowed his focus like he's looking under a microscope at the tip of his finger. And Bruce Lee, crack! Don't look at my finger, or you'll miss all that heavenly glory. In other words, see the bigger picture. When you see the bigger picture, you do better in business, you do better in relationships, you do better in communication, and you do better in fighting. Because now you can see how the pieces fit together. The male brain is designed to have singularness of focus, meaning you're looking under a fucking microscope at this most minute minutia. And what happens is you get stuck there and you think, well, this is the whole world. It's not the whole world. That's one freaking molecule out of the entire universe. There's a whole universe out there, and you're missing all that heavenly glory. Meaning, you're missing why you can't get ahead in life. You're missing why you can't get the girl and keep the girl. You're missing everything. This is why you run to the stoic groups. Oh, this is my support group. We're all going to tell each other that women are bad. Oh, God, women bad. Oh, what you're saying is I'm powerless. You know what you're saying? You're a coward. The majority of men, again, I mean about 90%, run and hide behind their logical pinpoint frickin' brain. And that's why Brewster kept cracking him upside the fucking head. He's like, crack! Because he's trying to punish him for going back into hiding. Stop thinking and start feeling. Because when you feel, you're opened up to your 5 senses, and now you're seeing the bigger picture, which means you can put the pieces of the puzzle together. Now you become the leader naturally. Your right brain is the leader brain. The left brain is the external brain. It looks to other people to tell it what the rules are. Well, what are the rules? What are the rules? And then look to other people. They look to other people. The right brain goes internal. It is the self-thinking brain. That's what a woman is looking for. A man who can think for himself. How many times have you heard a woman say that? In person, in the movies, maybe your mother, maybe your sister, maybe your girlfriend. On dating apps, you constantly hear women say, I'm looking for a man who knows how to think for himself. And what do? You go into Mr. Logic. Oh, I'm a thinker. That's not what she meant. And when, at the very, very end of that clip, if you need to go back to it, Bruce Lee goes, now you understand. He didn't mean logical understanding. He meant right brain understanding. The right brain is the in-depth brain. It's where you have deeper, more understanding. The left brain, it's very pinpoint. It's literally surface level. And women say that about men all the time. Oh, God, men are so surface level. And you're right, the left brain literally was designed purposely to be surface level. That's what it takes care of. The right brain takes care of massive information. The left brain is designed to look at very, very minutiae information under a microscope. Very little. But you guys think, oh, I'm so intelligent, I'm logical. No, don't say that. You just told the world you're stupid. I'm dead serious. Don't tell people, oh, I'm a thinker, I'm logical, I'm so smart. No, you just, literally every woman's going to go, oh, okay, yeah, okay. The majority of you guys, your biggest bitch in life is you rely on money to get the girl and keep the girl. And I'm going to tell you right now, a woman will never fucking stay. She'll marry you, have a couple kids, and 10 years later, she will fucking take that lifelong payment plan. Once you're married for 10 years, you gotta make payments to her every month for the rest of her fucking life. So if you're relying on the money program, well, they got a very good system built in for you here in the United States. It's called a payment plan. I would not rely on that, because that doesn't keep her. There's something that women deeply, 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 deeply want, and they are not getting it from men. So now, because financially women don't need men, they can go to college, they can get their doctorate degree, they can start a business, they can become a lawyer, they can become a brain surgeon, they can do anything that you can do financially, at least. Maybe not the construction shit, but they can make as much money as a man can. So now they don't need you, but they still desire the internal way. Because this is what turns a woman on. It melts her heart, and it leaves her feeling completely and totally content. Just like when you have an orgasm. You're thinking, well, yeah, but we had sex, so it doesn't. No. Sex alone will not allow her to have the same feeling that you get after sex. Go buy my book. I talk about that in my book, Crack the Female Code, and I talk about it in the course. It's much too in-depth for this video. We've gone way over already. Here's the deal about the course and the training. It is in depth. We go over a lot of information, but here's the really, 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 really cool part. Once you understand each piece and then understand each piece in depth and how to connect each piece, it becomes simple. The systems, the patterns, everything I will teach you is going to be simplified down to 3 to 5 to maximum 7-step patterns. And all of a sudden you'll be like, dude, it becomes very simple. But you have to understand what you're doing, and you have to learn how to do it from the right brain system. And that's the hardest part of the course, is conditioning that into you. When I say the caveman understood women better than the modern male, I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. I'm going to give you caveman power. It will change your entire life. Women will respect you. This is honoring a woman. And you're thinking, what does that have to do with turning a woman on? Everything. You have to do it in this way, and women will love you. They'll respect you, and they're going to want to have really, really passionate sex. I'm trying to be classy here, but it gets beyond passionate. Let's just put it that way. It becomes amazing. She'll love you, she'll respect you, she'll be good to you, she'll do things for you without you having to ask or pay for it or trade for it. This is not a freaking business deal, guys. This is love on the deepest, deepest level. God bless you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, click subscribe, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment, and what I would highly recommend is buy the Ultimate Package. You get all my books. If you read all those books before you take the course, you will be prepared. At the very least, to get started, buy my book, Crack the Female Code, right now. Go to MikeKollin.com or crackthefemalecode.com. Scroll down a little bit or go to the men's tab, click the tab. It'll have a drop down. It'll say men's books. Buy my book, Crack the Female Code. I promise you that book is going to, if you think this video was impressive, that book's going to blow you away. I talk about our mating system. I talk about rapport skills. I talk about unconscious languaging. I talk about everything in that book that I can't even reach inside these videos. I talk about rapport skills, the predicate system, and a couple other NLP things, and I begin to go delve deeper into what my course is about and how to do it. There's techniques in there. If you get the Ultimate Package, the Get the Girl, Keep the Girl specifically focuses us on internal awareness, connecting with yourself, speaking from yourself, which women are highly sexually attracted and drawn to. Alright guys, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.